Hi, I wanted to give everybody a little bit of an introduction to myself and an introduction to my channel. So my name is Emily and this is Trekidation. Trekidation is basically inspired by obviously trekking, exploring, but also a trepidation and excitement and anticipation, all sort of like mixed into one. It's something that I suffer with quite a lot. I love the idea of going out and exploring the world, and I've always wanted to, and I yearn so much to do so. I think that the world has so much to offer, and it's such a shame if people can't get out of their sort of like local area and really explore that. There's so many beautiful things to see. But I also suffer with anxiety quite a lot, and I've never really travelled before. So my biggest issue is actually getting out and doing those things. As much as I really, really want to, I've always come up with excuses and reasons not to. Oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money. But now with plane fare being really cheap and really easy, places are a lot more accessible now. There's really no excuse to do it. It's just my own sort of fear and worries that are stopping me from really getting to see the world. I think my biggest worry was travelling to countries with different languages. Well, still is probably one of my biggest worries, because I worry that while I'm there, I will get lost, confused. I won't be able to find out where I'm going. You know, I feel like I'll be treated differently because of the language barrier, things like that. These are my own paranoid ramblings. I don't think this is actually the case. Well, my rational brain tells me this really is not the case, Emily. Everyone travels abroad and not everyone knows the language when they go there. I mean, very few people know the language when they travel abroad. You might know a few phrases, things like that, but they still manage absolutely fine. They've not had any problems. I mean, I think of it from this perspective. You have tourists coming here to, I deal with a lot of tourists in my work, and there's always a bit of a language barrier with some of them. And do I think down on them, or do I think any differently about them? I don't at all. So why would they think that of me when I went to a different country? Something I've really discovered is that I am, my paranoia gets the best of me far too often, and I'm a little bit sick of it now. I really want to explore, and I want to grow my confidence and get over these fears and prove myself wrong, prove my paranoid brain absolutely unequivocally wrong, and actually exploring and finding new things and new places and new experiences. It'll be the best thing I've ever done. Not keep myself, better the devil it's best to be safe and secure. At least nothing will go wrong when you're in your room. But that's not something I want to continue doing. I've recently started taking driving lessons, and I've got my test in a few weeks, which I'm really, really excited about. And again, that's opening up so many more doors for me. I'm so reliant at the moment on public transport and buses, trains. If I can't get there by public transport, then I write it off completely, which is a real shame, because that's anywhere outside of London, more or less, or a major city. So that's not been a really good excuse for me either. So soon I'll have my car and I'll be driving, and I'll be able to explore so many amazing places. So this is why I'm on the cusp of this whole new sort of journey. I thought, why not document it? Share that journey with other people who may also be struggling with that kind of travel anxiety, really want to see places, really want to explore, but are really scared to, just like myself. So I want to show that it can be done, that you can kind of get over that. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. There could be some videos in a few months of me having the time of my life. There could be a video in a few months of me absolutely bawling my eyes out, and it's been a terrible experience and I've hated it. I mean, I don't know until I try, and I feel like you should at least try. I don't want to get to 60 and then be regretting that I didn't do the things I could have done when I was 30. So that's the sort of inspiration behind this channel. That's why I really wanted to do it. I did a little test video which you may have seen, me going into Kingston, just a local town, to pick up my glasses, and just to kind of experiment sort of the editing, the filming in public. I was with Pete at the time, which helped a lot, having someone there with me, sort of, I don't know, as a bit of a bodyguard, a bit of security, not kind of like a physical kind of bouncer security, but emotional security, I guess. I felt less nervous about filming myself and Pete talking, because kind of he was there to back me up. I had great fun doing it. I loved the editing process. I thought it was great. I got a really nice piece of software to help me do that, and I just fucking loved it. It was so much fun, and I had every intention of doing it again this weekend when I went to Kew Gardens with a friend of mine. But then my anxiety kicked in big time, and I kept trying to get my phone out to film some bits and or talk to, you know, do vlog and things like that, but I just couldn't. I just felt just really anxious. I was scared. I didn't know what people would think, what people would say, people looking at me strange, thinking I was crazy. I didn't know what my friend would say, you know, what she thought of the whole idea, whether she thought it would be stupid or whether she thought I'd just, you know, just a fad, just a stupid thing, you know, she didn't want to be a part of it, she wouldn't want to be in it. I don't know. I just, lots of paranoid thoughts going on in my mind, and yeah, so it resulted in 0 footage of any kind, which sucks. So I thought I'd film this to kind of get me going, because, you know, it's better to have something up than nothing at all, otherwise I won't do anything. So just an introduction about me, about why. I hope this has been a little bit more enlightening as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I've got a lovely series sort of planned for when I do have my car, which will be starting in a few weeks, like I said. In the meantime, I'll do bits and pieces, like little days out here and there on the weekends when I get days off, with myself, with Pete. I need to do some more things by myself so I can really kind of like practice being embarrassed. Because, you know, it's a part of the vlogging thing. I mean, you're going to have a camera in your face and you're going to be talking to it, and people are going to maybe look at you like you're a bit mad, but you're just going to have to get on with it. Just deal with it. Just do it. But my series I've got planned after that, when I have my car, is there's this book that I found called Wild Ruins, which is all about basically a huge list of castles and long lost sort of like little villages and little kind of like man-made bits that have been reclaimed by nature over the years. They're basically long lost and long forgotten, aren't lived in anymore, aren't looked after by anyone. They're a part of the landscape now, and I think that's absolutely amazing, and I really can't wait to start finding them. We've actually found a couple a few years ago by accident, not knowing what they were, when we were in Cornwall on a holiday for a week. We actually stumbled upon some old bits and pieces, so we've already ticked a couple off the list, but we'll revisit them. I think we just basically want to go through the whole book and just find absolutely all of them, and I think it would be an amazing thing to document. I think it'd be really fun. It's gonna kind of get me practicing with my vlogging skills and editing skills. It's gonna kind of get me, I don't know, into that mindset, and obviously here and there I'm hoping I'll be able to go abroad as well in between these bits, because it's going to take me a while to find all of the things, and they are really spread across the UK. So some up in Scotland, Wales, down in the south, you know, middle of the country, England, you know, you name it, they are all over the place. So I've got that to look forward to, so I'm really, really keen. If you like the sound of that and you really want to kind of follow me on my journey, if this kind of thing is something you struggle with as well, then, you know, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear how you might have gotten over it, or how you're struggling with it at the moment, or maybe some advice, or just if you want to have a chat, just hit me up just in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you've got any ideas of what you might want to see as well, I'd love to hear that. But that's just a little quick hi, and look forward to making more of these videos as and when I can, as and when my mind lets me. In the meantime, I will do little kind of like vloggy bits in between, just to kind of say hi and keep you in the loop and tell you what's going on. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you next video. Bye.